Hey, Vikings faithful. Skull Nation, are you ready to dive into the latest Minnesota Vikings news for 2025? We've got a blockbuster trade, a stacked practice squad, and some roster moves that'll have you buzzing. The Vikings just shook things up big time, and I'm here to break it all down with the passion of a fan screaming at US Bank Stadium. So, grab your purple gear, and let's talk about what's cooking in Eagan. The big headline? Adam Thielen is back in Minnesota. Baby, the Vikings pulled off a trade with Carolina to bring our hometown hero home, and the fan base is losing it, in the best way possible. But that's not all. The team just announced their 2025 practice squad, packed with names like Taki Taimani, Xavier Valade, and Zamea Vaughn. Who's making the cut and who's fighting for a spot? Stick with me, because this is going to be a wild ride. What's got you most excited about these moves? Is it Thielen's return or the potential of these practice squad players? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this purple party started. We've got 15 scenes of Vikings news coming your way, so buckle up and let's dive into the heart of Skull Nation. The Vikings just dropped a bombshell by bringing back Adam Thielen, and Skull Nation is electric. The trade with Carolina is a homecoming for the Mankato native who's been a fan favorite since his undrafted days in 2013. Thielen's veteran presence and clutch hands could be the spark our offense needs alongside Justin Jefferson. This move signals the Vikings front office is all in for 2025, blending nostalgia with strategy. Thielen's 2024 stats with the Panthers: 56 catches, 617 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Prove he's still got it. Pair that with his knowledge of Kevin O'Connell's system from his Rams days, and you've got a recipe for some serious sideline magic. What do you think Thielen's return means for J.J. McCarthy and the passing game? Will he be the WR2 we need? Or is this just a feel-good story? Hit the comments and let me know. Skull Vikings. Now, let's talk about that practice squad, 16 players deep, with a 17th spot for International Player Pathway star Max Percher. The Vikings announced this group right after roster cuts, and it's loaded with potential game-changers. From Taki Taimani's run-stopping grit to Xavier Valade's late-camp spark, these guys are hungry to prove themselves. The practice squad is where dreams are kept alive, and Minnesota's group is a mix of young talent and seasoned vets. Players like Nick Vannett and Fabian Moreau bring NFL experience, while undrafted rookies like Zamea Vaughn are fighting to climb the depth chart. This squad could be the backbone of our roster by season's end. Who's your dark horse to make the active roster from this group? Are you rooting for a rookie like Vaughn or a vet like Vannett? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Skull fans, Taki Taimani is a name you need to know. Vikings fans, this 6 feet 1 inch, 309-pound beast made the initial 53-man roster as an undrafted free agent from Oregon in 2024. And now he's back on the practice squad after a tough ankle injury. Taimani's 3 tackles in 7 games last year showed he can hang with the big boys. Despite being waived during final cuts, Taimani's return to the practice squad is huge for our defensive line depth. With Harrison Phillips traded to the Jets, per Vikings territory, Taimani's run-stuffing ability could earn him a call-up soon. His 21-day window to return from IR opened in January 2025, and he's ready to make noise. Can Taimani become the next nose tackle star for Brian Flores' defense? What's his ceiling in purple? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the skull vibes rolling. Xavier Valade is another practice squad gem who's turning heads. Signed late in camp, this Arizona State product rushed for 39 yards on 8 carries against the Titans in the final preseason game. That 14-yard scamper showed he's got the burst to compete in the NFL. Valade's path hasn't been easy. He's only played 1 NFL game, with the Jets in 2023, but his signing to the Vikings practice squad gives him a fresh shot. With Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason leading the backfield, Valade could be a special teams ace or a depth piece if injuries hit. Do you think Valade has what it takes to crack the active roster? Or is he a long-term project? Share your take in the comments and let's talk Vikings football. Zamea Vaughn, our undrafted cornerback from Utah, is fighting for his NFL life on the practice squad. His college stats: 144 tackles, 3 picks, and 24 passes defensed scream potential. but a rough final preseason game put him on the bubble, according to Vikings territory. Still, the Vikings see something in him. Vaughn's length and athleticism make him a project worth keeping, especially in a crowded cornerback room with Byron Murphy Jr. and Isaiah Rodgers. His practice squad spot gives him time to develop, but he'll need to shine in practice to avoid being poached by another team. Is Vaughn the next undrafted gem for the Vikings, or does he need more time to grow? What's your take, Skol Nation? Hit the comments and let's debate. Let's give a shout out to Max Percher, our international player pathway tackle from Italy. At 6 feet 7 inches and 300 pounds, this big man brings serious size to the practice squad. His experience with the Rams, Lions, Seahawks, and Commanders shows he's been around the NFL block. Percher's connection to Kevin O'Connell from their Rams days in 2021, when they won Super Bowl 56, adds an intriguing layer. As the 17th practice squad member under the IPP program, he doesn't count against the cap, giving the Vikings flexibility to develop this raw talent. What's the ceiling for Percher? Could he be a future starter on the O-line? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the Skol energy high. Nick Vannett, the veteran tight end, is a practice squad signing that screams reliability. With 111 NFL games and 53 starts under his belt since 2016, Vannett's 108 catches for 1,012 yards and 9 touchdowns bring experience to a young TE room. His quick adjustment to Minnesota's offense in August is a great sign. Vannett's role could be huge if TJ Hawkinson or Josh Oliver miss time. His practice squad spot keeps him ready to step up, and his veteran leadership is a bonus for guys like Bryson Nesbitt and Ben Urosek. This move is all about depth and stability. Do you think Vannett will see significant snaps this season? Or is he just insurance? Let me know in the comments, Skol fans. Henry Bird, the Princeton grad, is back on the practice squad after a roller coaster journey. Signed to the Vikings practice squad in 2023, he battled an injury last year but showed versatility at guard and tackle in the 2025 preseason. At 26, he's still chasing his first NFL snap. Bird's return to the practice squad is a low-risk, high-reward move for Minnesota. With Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill anchoring the O-line, Bird's development could make him a valuable backup if he keeps grinding. Can Bird crack the active roster this year, or is he a long-term project? What's your take, Vikings fans? Drop it in the comments. Dante Fleming, another undrafted free agent, brings some flash to the wide receiver group on the practice squad. His 3 catches for 71 yards in the preseason showed he's got hands, even if he just missed a couple of tough grabs from Max Brosmer. Coming from Tulane, he's got raw talent. Fleming's path to the 53-man roster is steep with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Jalen Nailor ahead, but his practice squad spot keeps him in the mix. A strong showing in practices could earn him a look, especially on special teams. Who's your pick for a breakout WR from the practice squad? Is Fleming your guy? Let's hear it in the comments. Skol Nation. Khalif Halassy's versatility is what makes him a practice squad standout. Originally a cornerback, he transitioned to safety before the preseason and snagged 2 picks against the Texans in Week 1. His 10 NFL games with Cleveland give him a leg up. Halassy's ability to play multiple roles in the secondary is a Brian Flores dream. With Harrison Smith and Josh Metellus leading the safety room, Halassy's practice squad spot keeps him ready for a call-up if injuries strike. Can Halassi lock down a roster spot with his versatility? What's his best fit in Flores' defense? Drop your thoughts below, Vikings fans. Jonathan Harris brings some veteran grit to the defensive line on the practice squad. With 40 NFL games and a career-high 43 tackles in 2023 with Denver, Harris showed his worth with a sack in the Vikings' final preseason game against the Titans. He's a known quantity. His futures contract from January kept him in Minnesota's orbit, and his practice squad spot ensures depth behind Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. Harris could be a sneaky activation if the D-line needs a boost. Do you think Harris will see the field this season, or is he just depth? Let me know in the comments, Skol Nation. Lucky Jackson is no stranger to the Vikings, having been on their practice squad for 2 seasons. His 3 game appearances in 2023, mostly on special teams, show he's reliable. This offseason, he's back and ready to contribute wherever needed. With a crowded WR room, Jackson's experience and special teams value keep him relevant. He could be a call-up if injuries hit or if the Vikings need a steady hand on returns. Is Lucky Jackson your pick for a surprise roster addition? What's his role in 2025? Hit the comments and let's talk Vikings. Jeshaun Jones led the Vikings with 100 receiving yards in the preseason, making his practice squad spot a no-brainer. Another undrafted free agent from 2024, Jones spent last year on the practice squad and is building on that momentum. His performance shows he's ready to compete, but with Thielen's return and Jefferson's dominance, Jones will need to shine in practice to earn a shot. Special teams could be his ticket to the active roster. Can Jeshaun Jones make the leap this year? Or is he a year away? Share your take in the comments, Skol fans. Fabian Moreau's experience makes him a practice squad gem. With 305 tackles, 7 picks, and 43 passes defensed across 9 NFL seasons, Moreau's 2024 stint with the Vikings, 102 defensive snaps, 56 on special teams, proved his worth. His return is a big win. Moreau's veteran presence stabilizes a young cornerback group. If Mekhi Blackmon or Dwight McGlothern struggle, Moreau could be the first call-up, especially given his starting experience with Atlanta, Washington, and Denver. Do you think Moreau will crack the 53-man roster soon? What's his impact? Drop your thoughts below, Vikings Nation. We're wrapping up this Vikings news update, but the excitement is just getting started. From Adam Thielen's epic return to a practice squad loaded with talent like Taki Taimani, Xavier Valade, and Zamea Vaughn, the Vikings are building something special for 2025. Skol Nation, this is our year. Can you feel it? What's got you most hyped about these moves? Who's your breakout star from the practice squad? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to check out Vikings.com and Vikings Territory for the latest updates. Stay locked in. If you love this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with every Vikings fan you know. Hit the bell for more Vikings news, and let's keep the Skol spirit alive. Until next time, Skol Vikings.